My daughter Geneviève's now just starting her second year at Nishkam Primary. My husband and I have been so pleased since she started. We've found the perfect school for her. Obviously, when your child starts school, you've got a lot of choices to make and lots of different schools to look at. And Nishkam Primary from the beginning was our first choice because we knew that they'd got great academic results, which was obviously very important for us. But more so, it was the faith-inspired, virtues-led approach. So my daughter's Sikh, and the chance for her to be taught in a faith-led school was really important to us. The link that the school has with the Gurdwara, the fact that she'll learn some Punjabi were all really key things for us. But also the virtues-led approach, it just shows us that our daughter is so much more than an academic pupil. It's clearly a big part of the school, and it comes down from the very top. We find that our daughter comes home and talks about the virtues that she's been demonstrating. She'll talk to her little sister about it. She'll talk to me and my husband. And it's clearly a really important part of what she's learning. So she's not only learning academic things, but she's becoming a really well-rounded person, which is absolutely fantastic. We found as parents that the school have been very good at communicating. We get regular newsletters, texts, emails about all the important things that are happening. They're really, really understanding of my husband and I's work situation. They're very flexible. And we found particularly during the COVID lockdown that the school absolutely excelled in everything at that time. My daughter attended school throughout lockdown as a child of a key worker, and the school were just brilliant, so accommodating. Even when the teachers and the staff were under a huge amount of pressure, they welcomed the children in every morning with a big smile, made it, really that the children didn't really know too much about what was going on. They were, reassured and really well looked after all the time. And they spent such a lot of time and effort giving work to the children in the school, but also work for children at home, keeping in touch with the parents. Even remembering to phone my daughter on her birthday. It was a day she wasn't in school, but they made effort to actually call her and wish her happy birthday, which was such a lovely personal touch, and just reflects really the great relationship we have with the school.
I was wishing my other two daughters to be here as well, but unfortunately, because of the systems and the way registers work, I couldn't. But I never give up. I try hard, and finally I get my third one. I got my fourth one actually on the list as well. So I got 4 girls. About the school, I can see the discipline and I can see the ranking of this school. I've been tracking it from the day one. I like the way actually the staff dealing with the students, and the way communicating system. They always update it, and they try to use all the available technology to help parents, to help children themselves of their way of studies. Even when this pandemic, when it started, the way actually they handle things, it surprised me, to be honest. And because I got 2 different schools or 3 different schools I dealt with, and I can see the difference because I was doing the homework from home, and how easy and I can see professional way of they using it for a child of reception, giving all these topics. Similar to the one I can say is year 1, year 2 modules, if you could believe that. So it's a quite challenging school, and I really wish to continue with this level. I'm happy for her. She's happy. She like dressing up in the morning, going to school, which this makes me more comfortable that she's like to be here. So I don't want to talk about other school, but this school is really good school to be at, and I wish my old daughters to be moved here, to be honest.
My son Jasmine was born in 2009, which is when the school actually opened. And when we heard about the school opening, we knew straight away that this is where we wanted to send our children. And the reason for that was I knew that the school was new, which didn't concern me at all. But I knew that because of the patron, that the school would thrive, and they have done. And I've been really pleased to see how the school has flourished over the years. So my main reason for choosing Nishkam was because of the Sikh ethos and the Sikh values and virtues that encompass the children's learning on a day-to-day basis. And I know that children at a younger age, they're very impressionable. So to have that instilled in them from a young age was really important for me. For example, my son has just moved to high school and is now mixing with children from other schools. So what he's really noticed is the difference in the behaviours and how, you know, he's been brought up in Nishkam and how maybe what the differences are with other schools. Currently, my son is in year 1, JAG group, thoroughly enjoying his time within Nishkam, comes home on a regular basis, tells me all about his day at school, you know, all the positives that he's getting and within his learning. And what I particularly enjoy listening to this year is how he focuses on the virtues and values that they're learning in class as well. What he's also doing is when he comes home, he's implementing those values and virtues at home as well. So academically as well, I feel like they've always been supported. Speaking to other friends, we've always been told, from my understanding, is that our children get a lot more homework, which is a good thing, which is obviously helping to instill their learning when they get home. And also, I've always felt supported, and the school's very flexible as well. So if ever a parent has come forward with ideas, I feel like the school always take that on board and have moved forward with them as well.
The children reflect on their school day. They come home and they talk about their values and the words that they've learnt, and they do talk about their day a lot. And it's quite interesting to find out what they've done, because, you know, some children come home and they'll be like, yeah, it's fine. But they do elaborate on a lot of the things that they've learnt. The thing I find most pleasing about the reflection of the day is when Roop, especially because she's in year 1, she's the youngest, she comes home and she goes, oh mummy, I've learnt this and this is how we can apply it. And if we do something at home, she's like, oh mummy, you showed diligence. Oh mummy, you showed patience. So I'm pleased with the fact that she knows how to apply the word as well because of her age. And because I've missed out on so much school previous to this, she's really like learning and absorbing the information. The relationship with the class teachers has been really positive, actually. I've never had a negative relationship with any of them. They're always really forthcoming with any positives or negatives about the children, which has always been really helpful. I mean, the parents' evenings are the most helpful when we get to see them face to face. But during COVID, we had the telephone calls and they were really good because they were saying, right, okay, these are the areas that they need to improve on. These are the areas which are really good. So it does help a lot to have that rapport with the teacher because we're not seeing them as much. You worry that you're not going to get to know them as well, but you do. Things that I like about the school, the ethos that surrounds the school. Although it's a Sikh ethos, the children do learn about other religions, other beliefs and things like that, which is really positive. I also like the fact that it's pure vegetarian, because we're vegetarian. And I also like the fact that it offers two versions, English version and Indian version, because some days the kids are like, oh no, we don't want burgers, we'd rather have roti and dal. So I really like that about the school. And the communication that we have. And what I really like about the school, they treat your children as their own. And that makes a big difference when you are leaving your child here for the majority of the day. You want to know that they're in safe hands. I would definitely recommend the school. I just think it's just got a lovely feeling about it. The atmosphere, the environment, your children feel safe. They feel like they're with their own people. Not just because it's a Sikh ethos school, but just generally the teachers are so caring and loving for your children that they don't feel that they're anywhere that they shouldn't be. They feel like they really belong. And I know my children will really miss it when they leave, as will I.